I have to have a lot of soups in my repertoire. Okay, so we're gonna make some allium and potato soup today. And this time of year, it's cold. We just eat a lot of soup. So I have to have a lot of soups in my repertoire. And this is my own. I started making a potato leek soup, and then we just kind of started adding and then taking stuff away. And this has become our final product. Not only is it absolutely delicious, but it is absolutely so easy. So here we have our leeks, our shallots, and our yellow onion, and I've just sliced them all. I did the leeks. You want to make sure that you wash, when you slice them, you want to wash your leeks very well because they just retain. Some are really dirty, some are not that dirty, but you don't want to take the chance. So just make sure that you wash your leeks. So in this pot, I have 4 tablespoons of butter, and I will link the recipe to this. And we're just going to get this melted. All right, my butter is all melted and ready to go. So now we're going to just add in our onion, shallot, and leek. And you don't have, these don't have to be cut perfectly or anything because you're going to waz it anyway at the end. So it doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to get this all in here and then give it a toss and let this cook down. Probably, I'm going to say 5 to 7 minutes. I'm not going to salt this yet because I'm going to be adding chicken stock, and chicken stock is salty. So I always, when I use chicken stock, especially because I make it with better than bouillon, I always wait until the very end just so I don't oversalt something because you can't take it out. So we'll give these a few minutes and then we'll show you what's next. All right, while the leeks and the onions are cooking over back here, we're gonna cut up our potatoes. And I use Yukon Gold for this. Sometimes I'll use red. You can totally use Idaho, whatever potato you like. I just find that the Yukon Gold for us seems to work the best for this soup, and I have tried them all. So I've already got them peeled and I've had them in water, and we're just going to cut them in small pieces because we want the soup to cook quickly. It's a weeknight meal. So I'll just get these all cut. And like I said, this is all getting wazzed at the end, so there's no need for anything special cut, special anything. That's why this recipe is really nice, because it's very forgiving. All right, those are ready to go. And so I just need to wait until our onions have cooked down a little bit, and then we'll add in our potatoes and we'll show you what's next. All right, the onions have cooked down. You can see how good they look. And if you could only smell it. And so now to this, we're going to add our chopped potatoes. All right, we'll get that all stirred in. And now from here, all we're going to do is we're going to add some chicken stock. And you only want to add it to just cover your potatoes. You don't want a full pot or anything. You're just going to cover the potatoes, and then that's all you need. So I have my stock back here. I'm going to actually give it a little stir. All right, and then we're going to just dump in just a touch more. All right. And then we're going to just let this cook until the potatoes are soft. And then once the potatoes are soft, I'll show you what to do next. But while that is cooking, we're going to come over here because I want to add a little texture to the soup because, like I told you, it's a very smooth soup. Like if you're eating butternut squash soup, it's a, you know, smooth consistency. So we're going to make some homemade croutons. So in here, I have a little butter melted. And then to this, We're going to just toss in our bread, and we're going to just cook this until it gets nice and toasty all the way around. All right, so potatoes are fork tender. Everything is all in there and cooked and good. I just turned the fire off because now we're going to take our little wazzer, as I call it. I'm not even sure, but I like it. Wazzing makes sense to me. So we're going to just get this until it's a smooth consistency. All right, we'll give it a little stir and see if I have any big lumps left in here. Looks like there's a couple of them. So we'll give it a go again. The one piece of advice I will give you about this little tool, you want to make sure that you have this all the way submerged, because if you do it up here, you are going to have soup all over you and all over your kitchen. So just be careful when you use these. You want to make sure it's completely submerged. All right, perfect. Let's just check it one more time. That looks good. Okay, now from here, we're going to just taste it to see how our salt is before we add in our heavy cream. Okay. I think I'm just going to add a pinch of salt and a little fresh ground pepper. It does not need much, but I think we can go just a little pinch in here, and then let's add some pepper. Do I have a little thing off? You can totally eat the soup just like this, but I like to, ooh, I found one little lump. It's okay. It's just potato. But I like to add some heavy cream at the end. So my heat is off. I have my heavy cream. You can add as much or as little as you want, but I think it just kind of mellows it out a little bit, balances it, and makes it even more luxurious. And that's it. It's ready to go. Let's try it. Oh, yum. Made kind of a little mess. It's okay. All right, now we're going to top it with just a few little homemade croutons. And then let's have a taste. It's delicious. I'm going to go sit and eat this whole bowl. I hope you try this at home. Enjoy.